I'm your host, Joshua.
I'm your host, Ariel. And we're the Midnight Guild.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope everybody's been fabulous.
Y'all.
The spring is here. Spring has finally sprung.
Spring has sprung.
Oh, I've been loving it.
Me too.
The sunshine.
I'm over winter.
Right. It was such a long, harsh winter here.
Ugh. No, thank you.
Right.
No, it has been so nice. It's rained a couple of days, but it's not been too bad.
It's not been horrible. No,
it's not been like
today
ungodly.
Has been gorgeous.
Yes, today has been very, very nice. This morning was a little cold, but it got over it really quick. Then I was like, whew.
Right.
But I'd rather be hot than I'd rather be cold than hot on most situations.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't stand winter. Everything's so dead and dreary.
And this winter
was
just
you sad.
It was it just felt so long.
I agree.
So drawn out. This winter did.
I agree. So some things have been happening in the world this past week.
Honey, heavens.
Honey, the Pope died.
The poor Pope.
So sad. How long was he Pope for?
Oh gosh, I don't know. He's been Pope for a little bit.
Yeah, he's been it for a minute.
It was what Pope Francis? Is that right?
I can't remember.
I think it's Pope Francis.
And he died the day after Easter.
Poor thing.
And that's sad. So if you are Catholic or just anybody that, likes the Pope, our hearts are with you.
Our condolences. And piggybacking on that, apparently there's three cardinals, I believe, that are in line to be the Pope. And one of them is from Africa. He's black, so he'd be the first black Pope.
That'd be crazy, wouldn't it?
At the Vatican. Honey, I think do it.
That would be great.
Do it.
Oh, well, that's something that we'll all be watching.
Yes.
Okay, now this is going to take a turn way away from this.
Oh gosh.
So Kanye has been on.
Oh Lord.
Kanye's been on some rants on Twitter, honey. Well, as he does, but this one was a little different because he claims that he was. What's a delicate way to put this?
Intimate
with one of his cousins up until he was 14 years old.
Yes. Now, I don't know all the dynamics there.
Right.
Like, how old was the cousin?
I think they were the
same age?
He alluded that they were close in age and that they were corn addicted.
Oh.
Yeah. You can't say
Oh.
Yeah.
I was like,
I'm like, honey, you can't say the P word.
I know, my mind, I was like,
corn.
They have a cob fetish or something? I don't.
No.
So I'm like, honey, in the memes, like, don't get me wrong.
Horrible situation.
Yeah, I don't know that I won't pretend to know the dynamics or anything, but honey, the memes about it have been lit.
Yeah, I've seen some pretty rough ones, but they are funny.
They did make a few of them did make me chuckle a little bit. They did.
We have dark senses of humor.
Very much so. But like the first time I heard about it, I was like, honey, what in the West Virginia, Alabama nonsense is this? Agreed.
I had that thought myself.
And wasn't there like one of his songs or something supposed to allude to it?
I saw something about that, but I don't know for sure, so I don't want to say.
I
saw something about that.
Yeah, there was like a song, and it was making its way around TikTok. The video was, but now honey, I've watched it once, I ain't seen it again.
Right.
So
like you said earlier, piggybacking off of that, honey, Jeffree Star's got brought back into the mix.
Little Jeffree Star.
Because a couple years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, they said that Kanye and Jeffree had a thing.
Mm-hmm. I remember
that. And,
it blew up on the gay internet.
Yeah, and Jeffree, denied it, and so did a lot of other people.
We didn't believe him. I didn't.
And now that this has come out or whatever, Jeffree was like asked about it or whatever, and he was like, fuck it, the rumors were true. And I was like, honey, you done confirmed what all of us knew.
Honey, like I always believed that, even though they tried to deny it. I was like, no. I'm not a big Jeffree Star fan. Love the makeup, but he gets on my nerves.
I love Jeffree.
But you know what? I don't begrudge him. I'm like, honey, he saw a market and he took it. So I can respect that.
I love Jeffree Star. Makeup, him, everything.
I love his makeup. He just gets on my nerves a little bit, but that's fine. He makes a good product. He really does. and he has marketed it and sold it very well, so I can't be mad at him.
Honey, I was with you ever since the MySpace days, honey.
Oh, child.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see, some other stuff going on is, okay, so I know you don't watch it, but there's this show on HBO called The Last of Us.
Yes.
And I played the game because it started out as a game, if you guys didn't know, and then they made it into a TV show. First season, phenomenal. Okay, I haven't played the second game, but I know what happens, and so I knew what was happening, what was coming. And honey, it's sent TikTok up into an uproar. So, spoiler alert, go through like 30 seconds if you don't want to be spoiler alert.
Honey, give her 55.
And so one of the main characters dies. His name's Joel. He dies in the second episode, and it's like apparently it's like brutal. Like he gets his like spoiler alert, his head bashed in with a golf club.
Oh.
And like it's really, really bad, and people on TikTok are losing their shit.
I mean,
and I was like, it's traumatizing. But also, he was like so all of our favorite characters, basically.
But now, if you did play the video game, you would know this was coming.
Oh, 100%. Okay. All the people that played the video game, they're making like TikToks about it. They're like, we knew what was coming. We didn't even tell the people who didn't know. We didn't warn.
Wow. Honey, they didn't. Honey, no spoilers there.
I will say that the girl that plays Abby, which is the villain,
mm-hmm.
I love her. Love her. Her name's Caitlin something or another. Love her. She was in Last Man Standing. She was in all kinds of things. She's been in so many things. They're coming after her on the internet, like hate, over a character she played.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, how the fuck does that make sense? But they did the same thing to, damn, I forgot her name, but the woman who played Cersei Lannister on Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah.
They did the same thing to her, which is Lena Headey.
Lena Headey.
Yeah. I was like, or Headey or something like that. I don't know, but just dumb. I'm like, guys, grow the fuck up. It's a character. Acting. They're actors. That's their job. Speaking of TV, though, are you watching anything new?
Oh, I am actually. So I recently, I started watching 1923.
Right, you tell me about that.
Yeah, because I really wasn't in the mood for a Western because I had just gotten off My Little House on the Prairie kick. So I didn't go back to the 19...
19,
whatever.
I think, or 1818 or 1819.
Yeah, it's like 1818 because this one was 1923. It was good. It was good. So I've recently started Yellowstone. And I'm not mad at it. I feel like I will like it. I'm up to season 2. And because the first few episodes, I was like,
God, it gets so good.
But I'm up to season 2. I feel a lot of I love Beth.
Me too. She's my
love
favorite.
her. And honey, little Rip. Who knew? Who knew? Like, honey, I mean, you know, from like way back in The Family That Prays and Dazed and Confused. I'm like, honey, whew. Being a cowboy done did him good.
You're damn right it did.
Done did him good.
He had to put on so much weight for the role, he said, that I was like, honey, it did you good.
He carries it very well.
Hell yeah, he does.
Now, I mean, I don't know. It might be the jeans. It might be the cowboy hat. I don't know, but whew.
Shoot, Lord.
But anyhow, honey, it almost makes you want to move up to Montana, be a rancher. Could you see me being a rancher, honey?
No.
Well, you know.
I'd like to see you try.
I've rode a bull a time or two.
Oh. I wouldn't. And I was like, oh, Errol, shut up. I was like, oh, Errol. Okay.
Did you really?
Yeah. Okay, so we are starting to have people on the podcast, guys.
Oh, yeah, that's a new announcement coming
We want to start having you guys on. So if you want to come on and tell your story, even if you can't be here physically, we can Zoom you, well, Google Meet, and record it. Like, we really want to have you guys on to tell your own stories and stuff like that. We won't do it every single podcast, but it'll be fun to do it like at least every couple episodes or something to have our viewers on.
So if you do want to be on the podcast, share a story. If you want to just be able to shoot the shit episode with us, we can also do that too. Just let us know. Yeah, just send it to our email. It's themidnightguildtn@gmail.com. Can you believe that? I got it right for once. She did. The first time. So proud. I'm proud of myself, honey. So a lot of my friends on TikTok, if you follow us on TikTok,
I've been telling stories recently that I had forgotten. And it's because my friends are literally hollering at me, being like, tell the story about blah, 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 blah. Tell the story about blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, oh my God, I totally forgot about that. But as soon as they remind me, I'm like, let me tell you what happened. And I know every detail, but I hadn't even thought about it. So tune into our TikTok if you haven't been watching, honey. It's different. It's not just podcast clips. We very rarely have podcast clips on anymore. It's mostly just stories and stuff like that. But yes, if you're not following, follow, honey. Follow.
Become a Gilder.
Become a Gilder.
Hashtag the Gilders.
Oh yeah. I forgot to, I'm still watching The Righteous Gemstones, honey. I've not been on a TV kick lately.
Oh,
so I'm back to gaming.
I do enjoy The Righteous Gemstones. Is
so
there
good.
another show? Let's see here. I'm going through my little library in my head of stuff that I've been watching. So I've been watching this show for a while now. It's called Ghost. I think we might have talked about it before.
I love that show.
So they had a new episode drop.
Love.
So I'm all caught up on the.
Such a good show. If you guys haven't watched it, you should. It's so funny.
I'm trying to think. Really, that's really been the shows that I have watched. I've heard that The Gilded Age is going to drop in June. So
good.
Ready for that, honey. I've been waiting so long. Like, I need to know what happens.
He needs to know. I've not really been watching a lot of TV. I've been back to gaming. I have recently started gaming with my friends again. I have a lot of friends that game, and I had just been offline for so long, just playing games like here by myself, but not like Call of Duty and stuff like that. But I've recently started playing again, and honey, I be slaying it. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah,
I was like, why did I ever stop this? Dumb. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've got everybody to catch up on. What about you? Anything else you can think of?
Oh, let's see here. No, well, not really. I mean, we do have a vacation coming up, so
we do.
We do have a vacation, and we will be going live
numerous times
while we're there. So you're gonna come to the beach with us.
We're gonna have us a big time.
Yes, honey. The Midnight Guild is going on the road.
Yes, and we're super excited. I cannot wait. I need a vacay.
I'm excited too. Which now I am taking a vacation the month prior to.
I'm too.
Yeah, but no, we're trying some more new though.
Yeah, we're going somewhere called Sunset Beach, and it's in North Carolina.
Well, and I see we're going. Me and Jeannie are going somewhere.
Oh, you mean you and Jeannie? I thought you were saying, "Oh, we're going somewhere new, like a place we never been before."
No, we are. Well, I mean, this gonna be new for us because we were going to be going to Topsail,
right? Because that's where y'all always go.
That's our go-to place.
That's our destination.
I love Topsail Island, North Carolina. I mean, I love it. Like, it's a little bit to get there. We're actually going to Gulf Shores, honey, down in Alabama. I know.
Alabama has really nice beaches.
I had to do some Googling, though, because I was like, oh, Jeannie, Alabama. But I did some Googling. It's got some good ratings, actually.
I like Alabama.
I was actually very pleasantly surprised, truth be told. Like, honestly, I think they do a better job than Tennessee doing. But neither here nor there right now.
Neither here nor there.
But that's where we're going to the Gulf Shores.
Exciting.
Yeah. So I'll try to make a little video while I'm there.
So is is it just you and Jenny going?
No,
is it a bestie trip or a family trip?
It's a family trip.
Family trip.
So
gotcha.
the whole family is going.
Gotcha.
Well, not the whole family, but some of the family.
Yeah.
And then in September is when I think we're going to do our little bestie trip.
Oh,
yeah,
like a cruise, probably.
Yeah, we're going to try to go on a cruise because little Jared won't go on a cruise. He ain't feeling a cruise this year.
Oh my gosh, what? How could you not feel a cruise?
That's what I'm saying, honey.
We had the best time.
We're going to try to go to the Bahamas this year.
Fun.
And to Bimini.
I don't know where that is.
Near the Bahamas, I assume, honey. I don't know. I don't really plan the vacations.
Jenny is control of the planning.
Yeah, I don't do the planning, but I will go, and I do. I do the cooking. I'm fine cooking, honey.
Do you know what I think would be really, really fun? Is if maybe next year, me, you, Jenny, Ashton, and maybe we can convince Jessica to go too, and maybe Victoria. We just have like this big girls trip and go on just a girls cruise.
Oh, honey, we totally could.
I'd love to go. I want to go to the Caribbean so bad.
But I will have to have my own cabin because I'm not good at sharing cabins.
Well, Victoria doesn't. Victoria will probably try to get her own cabin too.
Yeah.
Now that means Ashton and Jenny could share, or Jenny could have her own if she wants.
Mm-hmm.
But Ashton would have to be by herself because I'm sure Jessica will force me to stay with her. But Jessica actually might be chill with me being with Ashton because me and Ashton like to stay up and have
no, honey. Me and Jeannie already decided. Like, I mean, we can't share. It's honestly, we could share a bedroom. It's the bathroom we can't share.
Me and Ashton literally shared everything perfectly.
We do not like we could share in the common space and even a bedroom, but I don't know, honey. Like, we just cannot share a bathroom.
See, me and Ashton we're both so similar that we just perfectly share everything just fine.
Yeah.
Honey, she could be standing over top of me doing her makeup while I'm curling my hair. Like,
oh, see, no, honey, Jeannie would get mad at me.
She said her space, honey.
Honey, she needs her time.
And that's okay.
And see, I'm the same way too. Like,
so y'all get it. You get it.
Like I'm the exact same way, especially like when I first wake up, I'm just like,
It's like me and Ashton are the opposite. Yeah, we're both like, as soon as we wake up, we're like, what are we going to do today?
No. Like me and Jeannie, which, I mean, maybe it's years of nursing that's done it too. It's, honey, we're just a little jaded now. Like, we need a minute. Don't come at us when we first wake up because we're going to be mean. We're going to be feral.
Yeah.
That's just who we are, honey. We need a little coffee, a little bit of me time.
to just chill and gather your thoughts.
Right. Now, give us about 30 minutes and then, okay.
See, I'm the exact opposite. As soon as I roll up, I'm ready to chat.
Oh, see, no. I need a minute.
But I'm cool with, like, say I'm with somebody who is like that.
Yeah.
Like Jessica's like that. She doesn't want to wake, like, Jessica's my older sister, if you guys didn't know. She has to have a minute. And so I'm very good, like, when I'm on vacation with her or, like, we're on a trip, whatever, like, even a short trip, and we room together, I'm very mindful of her. Like, I don't talk to her. I'll be like, good morning, and that's it.
Well, see, and for some reason, and I don't know why, I truly don't. But, like, honey, when I'm at the beach, like, literally, I'm ready for bed by 10 p.m.
No, I get it. It's like, because that you're out in the sun all day.
Yeah, I'm ready for bed at 10 p.m. But, like, I'm up at 5.
I'm the exact same way.
I'm up at 5, and now Jeannie, she's not an early riser, so I let her sleep in, but it get that. See, I just have to be on the same timetable as all.
Right. But I'm very much looking forward to it. We're gonna have a ball.
I'm looking forward to it as well.
So I think we're gonna get into some scary Reddit stories.
Okay.
I'm pumped. Are you pumped? You're just like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm along for the ride. I've committed.
Okay. First one. So this happened to me when I was around 13 or 14 years old. So about 14 years ago. But I'll set the vibe. We had just moved into this house when I was 6 and never liked it. Could never settle in. I would actually, for months when I first moved in, put myself to sleep by repeating, there's no such thing as monsters. Anyways, 2 years later, my little brother was born, and he was around 3 or 4 when he moved into my old room, and I got the bigger room. He would always wake up screaming, saying there was a man in the corner of his room trying to light it on fire.
Oh.
We would only get him to settle back to sleep if we put the Fireman Sam on. Apparently that's a kid's show. Never heard of it. Even when he would sleep in my mom's room, he'd have these episodes waking up and saying someone's in the corner and then there's bugs crawling all over the ground. Jesus, that's creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So creepy, but we first thought that this was just night terrors or his imagination. Fast forward another 5 to 6 years, I was having breakfast with my mom, and she tells me a strange experience she had the night before, and she was so scared that she was going to come sleep in with me. She said she was asleep, but she woke up to the sound of someone breathing in her ear. Now, in her sleepy haze for a few seconds, she thought it was my brother, but then remembered he was at his dad's. She jumped up, turned the light on, and nobody was there.
Wow.
Yeah. So I went to school, came home to her burning sage in her room only. I was like, why would you not sage the whole house? And she was like, she only had a little left and was going to get more tomorrow. We didn't think much of it, and I really didn't believe her story either. Until the next morning, I was off sick from school. I had tonsillitis. Mom was gone to work, and I was happily sitting in my bed playing Sims. Then I felt it. Almost a bubble feeling around my head, kind of like you're underwater. And then I heard this really breathy breathing right in my right ear. And one that if someone was standing beside me, that'd be the ear they were breathing in. Okay, well, obviously. Now, it wasn't scary breathing. It was just big, deep breaths. And I didn't feel threatened, but I didn't feel safe, to say the least. So I almost shit myself and legged it downstairs. I rang my mom and told her all about it. And then I stayed downstairs all day until she got home. The woman forgot the sage. Damn.
Oh, no.
She said, "Grand, I'll just get murdered. Thanks, Mom." I went to bed. Nothing happened. But the next morning, same setup. I was happily playing Sims, and it happened again. I remember just putting my hands up and said, "Okay, I'm going downstairs." But this time, I just put my hands up and said, "Okay, I'm going downstairs." But this time, I made sure to take my laptop with me to continue playing Sims. LOL. My mom came home that day with Sage and did the whole house. It didn't happen again but after a few weeks later, my nanny brought me a special heat-resistant mug for drinking green tea out of. That was our thing. And my mom and me were standing in the kitchen talking and making a cup of tea. And as I was pouring the water into my new cup, she said, "Hey, I think the ghosts are gone." And when I say we hadn't even more than put one drop of water in, it was barely a splash. The whole glass just shattered into a million tiny pieces. My mom and me just stood there and looked at each other and laughed and said, "Well, I guess not then." And that's it.
And that's it.
I'm going to pull up more, remember?
Oh, I thought I was going to read one.
Oh, yeah, I just didn't have it pulled up. Sorry, my bad. I wasn't even thinking. So, this sounds like, it definitely sounds like a haunting, obviously.
Yeah.
But it sounds almost like not malevolent, except for the shattering of the glass. Like before the glass shattering.
Like it just wants its presence known.
Yeah, it didn't seem malevolent until then. It seemed, honestly, like, I just want you to know I'm here. I don't know, like, maybe they're alone, like lonely.
Possibly.
Or something like that. That was fucking scary. That's like one of the scariest ones we've ever read. I was like, what do you mean they were breathing in your ear? I would flip my shit. I'd be out in the damn car sleeping. No, thank you.
It's a long one.
Mine was so long, too.
I work in a hospital as security. My shifts being 12-hour overnight on weekends when less staff are here. There's been stories about hauntings, and I've seen some stuff through cameras and in the property's secondary building. Historical building built in the late 1800s. But I've never had this happen in the main hospital. I was in the basement with the housekeeper, and we were just chatting, shooting the breeze and whatnot. Now, for context, the tunnel connecting the main building to the secondary is down here, as well as the morgue. And a very important detail, the lights down here are motion activated.
Jesus.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
No, that's fucking terrifying.
Because, like, no, child, I'll be jumping. Like, Anyway, while I and the housekeeper were hanging out for a moment, we heard the sound of a janitorial cart moving in the tunnel hallway. Not uncommon, as housekeeping is here until 11 or midnight. The housekeeper said, "Oh, that must be the supervisor." We peeked around the corner into the tunnel hallway, and the lights were off. Very strange. Being security, obviously I had to go check it out. I stepped into the hallway, and the lights came on. There, in the center of the hallway, was the janitorial cart unattended.
Oh my gosh.
The housekeeper freaked out. This specific janitorial cart has supplies needed for waxing floors on it and only services maybe once or twice a month, and is supposed to be against the wall beside the housekeeping office. Instantly, we get goosebumps. The housekeeper gets the heck out of there, leaving me standing there staring at this cart. After a moment, I went back to my office and told my partner about it, knowing he'd get a kick out of it. My partner tells me, "Oh, we had a code blue during the day." My partner tells me, "Oh, we had a code blue during the day and ended in a morgue admit." I wish I could say I'm used to these things happening, but it always scares me.
Ugh.
Yeah.
I would say that makes sense that, like, a lot of things are going to happen in a hospital.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I think, like, any healthcare facility that has some age to it, most definitely.
One of my good friends works in a sleep lab that's connected to the hospital, And she says that crazy ass shit happens all the time.
It does. At work, that one night we were just all sitting there, and it was a relatively quiet night. Nothing, crazy. Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary. And then all of a sudden we just hear the piano play. We have a piano in the dining room area.
Oh my God.
And so, honey, I didn't thought it was one of the little wanderers. So I went in there to get them.
And nobody was there.
Nobody was there. And the lid to the piano wasn't even up.
Oh my God, were you like...
I freaked out. Some strange things do happen, though, at work quite a bit. Like, recently, we've upgraded all of our door alarms to, like, a new system and everything. And now, all of a sudden, for no reason, because, like, because we have Wonder Guards on the little residence, so if they get close to the door, an alarm will now
go off.
Okay? So these alarms will go off that there's a resident near it, but there's not a resident near it.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah. And one night when the fire door went off by itself, and it's like, because, like, I mean, you literally have to
push it open.
Push it open. No one around. Nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It happens quite a bit, actually.
Oh, are you ever by yourself when it happens? Like, in a room by yourself?
Oh, no. Thankfully not.
I would be, like, petrified.
Yeah. Yeah. Which, I mean, we have one room on one hallway that we feel is cursed.
I remember you mentioning something to me about that. So was anybody in it?
But they did open it back up, but the person didn't stay in there long.
Oh my God, did they close it back down after that?
Well, I mean, I don't know if it's closed back down, but I know that no one's in it right now. Ooh. It was locked. It was storage for the longest time.
I think it needs to go back to just being storage.
They've just recently opened it back up.
Oh, I'd like to get in there and ghost hunt. Oh, I would.
Stories from that room are very creepy. So.
Do you have any you can tell us?
I think I've told them before.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That one at Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hannah was telling us about the creepy stuff that happened when she worked at one of the nursing homes she worked at. And yeah, that's when, you're right. Mm-hmm. Ooh, scare me too.
It is creepy, though. It is creepy because, I mean, I know, like, the way that our nursing station is set up and where I see it, there's, like, a window that you can, like, I can see down my hall.
Ooh.
And
imagine just something coming down that hallway.
Well, God. And I always cut the lights off too. So, like, down the hallway, there's just there's two
you
lights.
You ever seen anything?
Well, I mean, I've just kind of like out of the corner of my eye, it looks like something has darted across the hall, or something has, like, wandering down the hall at one of the in Jeannie's hall. They've hung like a mural type thing at the end of it, which is, I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
But, like, when the lights are off, I swear to God, it looks like someone's sitting in a chair staring at you.
Oh, God.
It's so creepy. I'm like, take that down.
Please take it down.
Because now when the lights are on, I mean, there's not even a chair in the mural.
Oh, that is so creepy.
Like, it's like a door.
Is it like a secondhand mural?
No, it's like those backdrops like you can buy.
Okay, I was like, did they buy it from someone?
But I swear, when you cut the lights off, it's like it transforms. It looks like someone's sitting in a chair just staring at you.
Oh, God. No, thank you.
Honey, I tell them park the Hoyer lift in front of it. I'm not trying to.
I don't blame you.
And it's right there beside, because, that room's at the end of the hall. So, yeah.
Oh, God. No, thanks.
I'm like,
Well, instead of, I have a story, but it's not a Reddit story, but it's one of mine. And so one of the stories, I told it on TikTok, so you can skip forward if you want to, if you've seen it on TikTok. But my friend reached out to me the other day, and she was like, hey, talk about so-and-so. Not so-and-so, such and such. And I was like, oh, my God. I totally forgot about that. So, and I haven't told you, and I don't think you've seen the TikTok.
I don't think I have.
Okay, so when I was 16 years old, and this is more true crime-y, not paranormal. So when I was 16, I was watching my mom's neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching their dog because they were out of town. And I dog sat for them all the time. They used to travel a lot. And it was time for me to go over there and get, like, feed her, water her, and stuff like that, and take her out. And so off I went. She was a big husky. And it was one of those doors that you punch a code in, and then you can open the door. They didn't have a alarm system at the time, but they didn't have a key. It was, a push lock. And so I punched the number in and got in there, and I heard breathing immediately. And I didn't give it any thought at all. I thought it was McKenna, which is the dog's name, at the basement door, waiting for me to, like, knowing that I'd walked in. And this house was spotless. Like, you could eat off the floor. And so when I walked forward, I noticed that there was something caught the corner of my eye, and I turned around and looked, and there was a random shirt laying in the floor in the hallway. And I thought, how weird. But I was like, maybe it fell out of their bag or something when they were leaving and didn't know. So I continued to just keep going. And I go and I open the basement door, and McKenna was super well trained. Like, she didn't jump up on you. She was the most well-behaved dog. As soon as I opened the door, she, like, came lunging at me, and then she realized it was me, and she, like, jumped up on me and was, like, nuzzling me. But she was trying to it felt like she was trying to push me to go into the basement, pushing me down there. And I was just like, hang on, girl, let me get your treat. I thought she wanted her damn treat. No. And so I go into the laundry room. She's freaking out the whole time. And I was like, girl, what's wrong? And I was like, do you need food or water or something? And which would have been so strange because they had just left that morning. And so off I go downstairs, and she has complete food and water. Like, I mean, it's full to the brim. And I was like, what's up with you? I tried to give her a treat. She wouldn't take it. I was like, my goodness, trying to play with her, whatever. And she is, like, panting profusely, freaking out. And I was just like, oh my God, what is wrong with this dog? And about that time, I was like, I was going to go upstairs for something, I forget. And I heard this loud bang. It was almost like somebody jumped on the floor really, really hard, or dropped something really, really, like, heavy. And I just froze. McKenna starts going nuts and starts trying to nudge me out the back door that's down in the basement. And how precious is that? And I didn't have a key for the basement door, but there's a doggy door. I was thin back then, honey.
Oh, Lord. It's like Scream.
And, yeah, I know. And so I just froze. And then you hear feet go across the floorboard upstairs, just getting it, coming towards the basement door, and they open the basement door. Yeah, and so McKenna goes flying up the steps, sounding like vicious, and that was just not like her, but she was ready. And I go flying and jump through the dog doors. My hips get caught, but I did wiggle my way out, and I go flying across it. I hadn't brought my phone. I had left it over at Mom's because, it was right next door. And so I go flying into Mom's house. Don't even think about calling the police first. I go try to get hold of Mom. I can't get hold of Mom. So I go flying down to Mom's work, which was only a minute and a half away. And we get there, and I was like, what am I doing halfway there? And I called the cops and tell them I'll be back. And for them to get there, like, now, because somebody has broke in. So I grab Mom quick as shit. We get in the car. The cops are there when we get there. I let them in. They do a search or whatever. Apparently I had caught whoever had broken in, like, right after they had got there. They had time to strew stuff everywhere in the back of the house, like, looking for valuables and stuff like that. But when my neighbors got home, they went through everything and couldn't find anything that was taken. So apparently I caught them, like, right.
Wow.
Yeah. So it could have went really, really bad.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I survived a break-in.
You did.
And I cannot believe I never told you that story.
Wow.
Or the pod.
Huh.
It was insane.
It sounds insane.
Yeah. So the police were like, they told me, they were like, you're really lucky. They were like, you're so lucky that you came straight in and went downstairs, because I never do that. And because that's why I told the officer, I was like, I never even go downstairs most of the time, like, until, like, I'm getting ready to leave. But McKenna basically saved me. Like, I love that dog. Yeah. Crazy. Cray story.
That's a cray story.
Yes, honey. My dogs are losing it.
They really are.
I hope to God you guys cannot hear that on the podcast.
Although it's the perfect ambiance for that story.
Oh, right.
Right.
But I do not know why they are like losing it out there. There they go again.
They are mad.
Okay, so one more story of mine, and then we're going to call it for the day. The night. Actually, it's really late when we're filming.
It is, honey. It's been...
We got a late start.
Honey, my fault. I slept all day.
But really, it's not because I was out doing stuff, remember?
Oh, yeah. True,
yeah, so no, it's not. We both were busy bees. You were busy sleeping. I was busy grocery shopping and running around, running errands.
Let's see. And then honey, then she wakes me up.
Yeah. That was Jesse's fault, though.
Right. Understandably so, honey. No hard feelings. No hard this time. This time, because I needed to get up. And, I mean, she only beat my alarm by like 15 minutes.
Yeah, so. Exactly. Okay, so I was, let's see, probably 17 or 18. No, I was 18 or 19. Let me rephrase. Yes. And there's this place called Pressman's Home. We need to do like a piece on that one day. And it's supposed to be super haunted. It's like, a rite of passage around here. Like you go to Pressman's Home and you basically get the shit scared out of you. And we go to Pressman's Home and we're up in the cemetery area, which is like, I took you that one day. And you used to could drive up in there. But behind the cemetery, somebody lives back up in there. At least I think. Here comes me and my friend we were getting ready to turn around or whatever. Well, here comes a truck. This coming the same way as we're trying to leave. And they park, like it was a very scary movie, let me just tell you. They park like maybe 20 feet around, like in front of us, but there was no getting around them unless I wanted to mow down some headstones. And they stopped about 20 to 50 feet away from us. And were bright lighting us. And nobody was doing anything. Like they weren't backing up. They had to be the one to move, like I couldn't. And we sat like that for, God, I don't even know, probably, it felt like an eternity. Probably, in all honesty, it was probably around 3 or 4 minutes. I mean, it was long to just be sitting there staring, wondering what the fuck's going to happen. And so, finally, I panicked enough because, it was dark. And so, the shining from the headlights, I couldn't really see much. But I did see, like, finally, the truck didn't move, but the door moved. And so, like, somebody was getting out and, like, probably coming to come, like, God only knows what. And so, me and my friend, we threw that sucker in reverse. Don't know where the heck we thought we were going to go. But by the grace of God, there was a path.
Oh, there you go.
There was a path. Bitch, I thought we were going to die. Because this path went straight down, like, it went through a little, like, hilly area, and then straight down into the old golf course.
Camelot.
Yes. Okay. Oh my God. And so then we're just driving through this old ass golf course, and bitch, so help me if the people don't follow us. Yes. Scared the shit out of me. And I'm in a damn car. They were in a truck, so they're like getting it. And I'm like, please do not let us snag on something or get stuck, whatever. By the grace of God, we made it up onto the road, and I freaking floored it. It's 1,000 wonders we didn't wreck. But we lost him and didn't die.
So, okay, after you said Pressman's Home, it jogged the memory.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, it's not a long story either. So Aunt Betty, my Aunt Betty, she lived over in Pressman's Home.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's like her and her husband. That's where they raised their children. And they actually lived near that golf course. That little church that you turn into.
Yeah.
That's like, we attended that church when I was a small child.
Wow.
Yeah. So, but there was one night, Aunt Betty, she was at our house for something. She was with the family for some reason. And now she didn't drive. And it was kind of late. So was it my sister? I can't remember if it was I think it was my sister, my oldest sister, was just like, we'll take you home, Betty.
Yeah.
So off we go. And we are up there where, there's a big fence around it now. The old 3-story building.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure this was before the fence was there. So, but and it was, like I said, it was kind of late and stuff, and it's creepy over there anyhow.
It's so creepy.
But there was a light on. And just one random light on in that building.
In the building?
In the building.
I've seen it. I've seen the light. Yes. Yeah. There's so creepy. Because this building is huge.
Yeah. You know, there's so many different stories about this building, how it used to be an old print press and they turned it into a old hospital at some point.
Yeah.
And all this other good stuff. And it was just, but it was just the strangest thing because when we kept driving, dropped Aunt Betty off because she didn't live far from it at all. On the way back out, the light was off.
Ooh, that is terrifying.
And I mean, there's nobody there. There's nobody there, you know, but now there's a big fence around it. So, but used to there wasn't a fence.
Oh, I remember when there wasn't a fence, yeah. Ooh, creepy, bitch. Creepy. Well, guys, I know this was like a short episode and like where we didn't really talk about much or anything like that, but things have been crazy. And I know we've been saying that for a couple episodes.
We really have.
But I swear things are going to get back to normal here soon. We're just going through a lot, but it's all going to be all good.
Right. We're having a messy spring so we can have a hot summer.
That's exactly what I love.
Yeah.
Love that, bitch. But yeah, that pretty much wraps everything up. But if you guys would, it would mean the world to us if you would like, share, comment, subscribe. And if you want to reach out, tell us any of your stories that you want us to feature on the podcast or maybe on a TikTok.
Or if you want to be on the podcast yourself.
Exactly. Make sure you send us some stuff to our email. It's themidnightguildtn@gmail.com. Or you can private message us on like a Facebook or TikTok or YouTube.
Yeah.
So just let us know, honey. We want to hear from you, bish. We want to hear from you. Make sure you follow us on all the things, honey.
Yes.
And now on YouTube.
On the YouTube.
Listen, this is important, honey.
Listen.
You're going to hit subscribe.
Subscribe.
And then next that, you're going to see a little bell.
Little bell. Ring a ding.
You're going to click that bell.
Click the bell.
And then you're going to click all.
All.
And honey, you won't miss a thing.
Won't miss a thing, baby.
Not a thing, honey.
Bye.
Bye, guys.